Okay, I wanted to give you guys an update. So, I've already failed my no spend month. Um, I don't even know to where to begin. Basically, I feel like the moment I tell myself I can't spend any money, all it does is trigger me wanting to spend more money. Like every single time. And I don't know why I thought this time would be different. I was like, oh yeah, I'm super committed to it. I'm really going to it's really gonna work this time. And it didn't. And I've made so many videos in the past basically just lying to myself, saying I was gonna do a no spend month. And honestly, I have failed every no spend month I have tried. So I don't know why I even keep trying to make that a goal when it's a goal I consistently fail and has not been a realistic goal for me to set for myself consistently, like literally time after time after time I failed doing a no spend month. So I don't know, y'all. I really feel like I haven't found a process that works for me still. It's like I'm trying to think, like the times where I'm not spending money is typically just because I didn't have money to spend, or I don't know, but it's like I I know I can't spend money the way I've been spending, especially once I move out, because I really want to be able to maximize my savings and pay off debt. I also have to pay off student loans and a bunch of other things. And I also have been having like a lot of doubt when it comes to like getting into this teaching program that I feel like would be really awesome. Well, it would be a really good job and more stable, but I also just don't want to get my hopes up about it, because I know it's not guaranteed that I'm going to get in. But two of the people who wrote references for me told me they wrote like really good ones. So I really appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up about it at this point because I'm already just like, I don't know. I don't want to expect something that I'm not going to get. So I guess I just have to like focus on my current job and my current situation. And I definitely think I want to have a job, like a second job just for the summer, maybe. Um, I just like, I'm still struggling figuring out what that's going to be. I'm like, I've tried to reapply for like retail jobs, and those haven't been working out because of my availability. And at this point, it really seems like the only jobs I would be able to do is like working fast food as a second job. And it's like, I don't know. I guess everyone has their comeuppance or their own feelings. If you've never worked in fast food before, I feel like maybe you're not going to understand it. It's like, it's not the worst job ever, but it's also like not a great job to have, depending on where you are and where you work. Now, me personally, I worked at Zaxby's for a time period, and I actually liked working there. I loved my bosses. I loved my coworkers. Was I working 60 plus hours a week and making barely any money? Yeah. Like, that's the part about it that it's like, I want a job that's going to make a decent amount of money. So I think I need to start looking up. And I was talking to my friend, because she does like at home customer service, but there's not a lot of part time. Like, I could do something like that maybe from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. part time during the week, but I also feel like it's hard finding part time customer service jobs, and the hours might be difficult. You know, it's definitely not easy working two jobs for sure. So, I don't know. And right now, I am getting like decent hours at my job. I've gotten, I got almost 40 hours last week. I'm going to be over 35 hours this week. So long as my afternoon client shows up, otherwise I might not. But you know, I've gotten decent hours this week, so hopefully that continues. Excuse me, throughout the summer, because that will help me save. Basically, for the summer, I want to save at least 2,000. I need to save but at least 2,000 more dollars during the summer. So that is my ultimate goal, to have $5,000 saved by the end of the summer. So, and it's just like, I know I have to be a lot more serious with my spending, but it's like, I don't know why it's such a struggle for me to not spend money. And I know it's like, obviously just don't spend money, but it's like, when there's something I really want, it's like, I don't even care. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. And it's not like, I don't know. It's not like a horrible thing, but I also feel like it's just really not a problem or issue I want to take into, you know, be struggling with when I start. I just don't want to keep struggling with my spending and bad spending habits for the rest of my life. So I want to work on that now and have better, you know, spending and be able to follow my budget. But it's like I'm always struggling, and I don't know how to break out of the cycle that I'm in. And even like with my fasting, I feel like I fasted, like, I started off strong and then it quickly fizzled out. It's just like, everything is easier said than done, basically. So, I don't know. I do want to also, it's like my biggest problem is me. That's actually the realistic the realistic way. I am my biggest problem. It's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I know people. Taylor Swift was right. I am my own problem. The problem is I don't know how to make myself not a problem either. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But what I do know is I don't want to be struggling for the rest of my life. So something's got to give. Something's got to change. And it's me who has to change. How do you change, like, all of your bad habits? It's not going to happen overnight, but like, how do you, I don't know. I guess the question I should be asking, for people who've had similar issues, what did you do to help and did it help? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm so tired of trying and failing and trying and failing. And honestly, part of the failing part is me setting myself up to fail because, yes, I can get through a week without spending any money. I've done that before. Maybe I just need to make smaller goals and celebrate the smaller goals. And then once I'm consistently getting through the smaller goals, like maybe like only be allowed to spend money every other week, and go like maybe that's something I need to practice, because I keep trying to jump from like a week to a month, and that's not really working for me. So, but also it's just I don't want to be spending money all the time on things I really don't need. And all it does is create like the desire to buy more. It's like anytime I spend money, it makes me want to keep spending money. So that's the problem. And I really don't like that for myself because, again, it's a problem that is not going to get fixed until I have better self-control over myself. And I guess to get self-control, you have to practice it. And it's like, I don't know. I try to be very honest with myself. It's not like I'm pretending that I'm not I'm not a problem to myself. It's more so like I recognize that the problem is that I don't really know how to fix it. Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I feel also very overwhelmed right now. There's like so much I need to get done in so little time. I kind of am like on the brink of a nervous breakdown, if I'm being honest. Like this close. This close. Not because of like moving or financial things, honestly. It's more so just like I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like actually. I hope this makes sense. Also, I just took my melatonin medicine, so I don't think melatonin makes me loopy. It's just like when I'm tired, I don't know. I always keep making these chats right after I take that melatonin. So y'all are getting like me about to fall asleep thoughts while I try to finish my mango slushie I got like 6 hours ago from Sonic. Actually, more like 4 to 5 hours ago. I'm such a slow drinker. Like, I get drinks and then I never finish them. It can take me more than one day to finish a drink. Multiple days just to finish one drink. Because I'm a baby. I sip on things, but I also always drink multiple things at a time. Anyways, guys, I don't think I'm gonna film like haul videos of things that I purchased, because I just feel like bad about it sharing haul videos now, only because it's like I've already said like I don't want to film any more haul videos and want to focus on other things. And then it's just like I know I don't need to be shopping anyways. So other than like me being honest about the fact that I've already failed my no shop month, I mean, I can start over. It's only been a week. We can try to go the next week without spending money and just start over. But again, it's just more so like I don't want to keep giving myself goals that I can't can't follow. And it's like, I guess you're practicing self control is basically forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. And it's like, my goal to save money has to be greater than my goal to spend money. And really, when it comes down to it, the stronger desire is often spending money over saving money. So it's like, I want my desire to save money needs to be greater than my desire to spend money for me to actually make, I guess, the better decisions with my money. And I feel like for me, I don't reach that point until it's like, I don't want to say forced on me, but I'm trying to get there before it gets, to becomes like a way more serious issue, especially with me moving out soon. I'm not going to have, the same financial freedom. I can't rack up, thousands of, can't afford to keep, I don't want to keep myself, I'm keeping myself in debt at this point. It's like pay off money just to spend money. And it's like seeing I'm not seeing um a change, or like, what's the word, I'm not seeing like any payoff of my paying down debt, because it's like I pay things off just to spend more money. And so it's like I'm constantly in a cycle of owing money. And it's like, I know I have to change. I cannot continue on the path that I'm on if I want to be successful with my finances in the future. And so it's like I have to really practice self control now. I can't put that off, because all it's doing is it's just making it worse for myself, really. So I'm, like I said, and it's not like I'm not trying, it's more so it's like my trying is obviously not good enough. um I don't know. It's like, regardless of what I do or say, it's me who's the one who has to deal with the consequences of my actions. And so that's the part where it's also like, well, the consequences of my actions, I'm the one who has to live with them. I'm the one who has to deal with them and experience them firsthand. So it's like, I know my choices are affecting mostly me, but I also am just like, how do you force yourself to change? And that's the part that I guess is the hardest part to do, is, that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I don't think this is like a negative video either. It's just me being, I guess, brutally honest about the reality of my struggles. And I still wouldn't say, I don't think I'm a shopaholic anymore. I did make that video. I still don't think I'm a shopaholic. Like, just because I see something cute that I like, or something, like, just because, I don't know, maybe I explained it better in that video. But I don't buy any and everything I see. I can frequently go into stores and don't buy anything. Like, I don't have to buy something every time I go into a store. It's like, if I see something I really like, then it's just like, oh, I'm going to figure out a way to buy it. So it's like, as long as I don't see anything I like, I'm not going to spend money. The problem is I like too many things. I'm not making this better. Okay, being in all seriousness, it is a lot harder and a lot more challenging to not spend money for something, for me at least, than I wish it was. I wish it was like I could just say I'm not going to spend money and just don't. And it's like recognizing what you need to do and doing it are often hard. And that's the part that is like only I can force myself to follow through on what I say or on my goals that I set forth. So it's really on me and nobody else anyways, but ultimately the desire for the change has to be greater than, I don't know. I guess that's the part of like why it's called an addiction. It's like if it was easy to break an addiction, you wouldn't be an addict, right? I need to start like going to the park or something again. I honestly feel like I don't do anything, I don't do enough activities. Cuz if I kept myself busy, maybe this is why I need to be back on like the worship team or something, because I don't know, it was harder for me to spend money when I was busy. And it's like the only free time I have is like when I get off of work. And typically when I get off of work, I'm super tired and just want to take a nap. But today, basically, I went to the mall. I only went to one store in the mall, and that was Victoria's Secret because I had like the spring bonus cards. And I also feel like part of my shopping addiction is encouraged by watching other people's hauls. So I also think that's something like I might need to like not watch shopping content from other people for a while and see if that decreases, because it's like I'll see someone buy something that I think is cute and then now I want to buy it too. And that's also part of the reason why I'm like, maybe I shouldn't post hauls, because I don't want to encourage other people spending habits to spend like me, because I definitely think, well, I feel like depending on each person, right? Like I'm someone who's honest about the fact that I don't have very healthy spending habits, and I wouldn't encourage someone to have my problems, right? So I don't want to encourage people to like own a lot of things or have a lot of stuff. Like I don't want to influence people to make the same choices I do. If anything, I'm trying to be a warning. Not the warning, but basically just being honest. Like, it's not it's not good to like feel like you have to spend money all the time. But I think maybe not watching other people's hauls might help. And I do follow so many like fashion content and haul channels, shopping channels. And I can watch other people's hauls and not feel like, oh, I have to get that. But there are certain things like, oh, I see someone found it and now like, ooh, I hope I could find that. But it's also like ignorance is bliss. Like if I didn't know that other people found that thing, I wouldn't have the desire to buy it anyways. So that's another side of it. Maybe focus on. And I mean, don't follow only people who shop, but a lot of the people I do follow is that content. But lately I tried to, because the TikTok algorithm also was pushing that content. on my FYP for a minute, and I started skipping like haul videos and shopping videos, especially because I started noticing a lot of them were resellers, and resellers piss me off. Like, I do not like seeing people who are like, oh, look at all these bags I found, and it's like all of like, they have like multiples of one purse. Like, I don't know. If you're a reseller, I don't hate you personally, but I just don't like the idea of people going into a store, buying all of one item just to resell them for a overmarked price in order to make a profit off of a already discounted purse. Like, I just find the reselling resellers. Now, if you're a wholesaler, is one thing. Like, set up an actual shop, buy things wholesale for a profit and resell them. But what people are doing, resellers, in my opinion, are like greedy, and it's basically more so of like, oh, I'm gonna buy all of this to increase the demand, because the demand's there, I can earn this profit. Like, people turning around and charging a purse that you can find at TJ Maxx for $40 for 500% more, like $200 for a bag that costs $40. Is actually just greedy people. Like, I do not like that. So anyways, this is a long tangent of randomness, but I really don't like, I'm really trying not to focus or watch those. But also, I need to use the things I already have, and that's the other thing. It's like, why do I even feel like I need more? That's what honestly irritates me more than anything. Is like, I don't need anything more. I just want more, and the wanting more is just me also being greedy, because I know I don't need any more. I don't need any more purses. I don't need any more blankets. I don't need anything more. I just want more things because they're cute, and that's it. But that is also a form of greed. And I don't want to be like that. I just want to be like, you know, I need to learn to be without. And you know, I can go without a lot of things that I've wanted in the past. You know, I don't get everything that I want. There's been a lot of things that I wanted that I never got. And you know what? I was fine. All of the things that well, it's not that I needed them, I just wanted them. There's been a lot of things that I wanted that I didn't get, basically. So it's like, I know I can live without the things that I want. Sorry, I'm trying to like melt the ice in this so I can drink it. There's so much. I'm saying so much, but basically, it's just like, I hate that I even want things, knowing that I have as much things as I do. And I will say this, I do think when I was initially doing like the counting all my Juicy Couture purses, it was deterring me from buying any more. But then I started seeing like newer designs that came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need more. And I was like, no, you don't. I don't need any more. So it's just like, ugh. I need to be stronger and practice self-control. And I feel like the more self-control I have in the smaller areas, the easier it will be to have self-control in the bigger areas. And practicing self-control in the smaller, for the smaller or more little things, will is going to help me in the long run and in the future. So yeah, I need to be better, and ultimately it's up to me and no one else to fix my spending habits. Like, it's not my parents, it's not other people, not the people watching my videos. It is up to me to change ultimately. So yeah. that is all. Good night, guys.